I am kicking myself because I didn't get to finish my steak. Because I get a little nervous at these things and I have to kind of like go off by myself, and so I go away and then they took my steak away. And my date tonight is my niece Jillian Wong. Hello, Jilly. And she's a newly arrived. Like Mary Tyler Moore, she has arrived on the shores of New York City to conquer the big city from San Francisco, from the Bay Area. And I was like, oh, Jillian, shoot, I forgot to tell you, this is Cipriani's, man. This is gonna be good food. You should have brought more Ziploc bags. And then I remembered, then I thought, well, if there's any room in the town right now where some, a granddaughter of a Cantonese immigrant doesn't have extra Ziploc bags in her Swarovski clutch, then this would be it. So if you have any extra Ziploc bags, please pass them my way. I am a staunch supporter of Apex for Youth. I love this organization so much to my very soul. I will do anything for you guys. I'll show up anywhere for you. I just think it's magical and wonderful, and this is a room filled with not just supporters of Apex for Youth, but the people who make Apex for Youth, the people who are Apex for Youth, the board of directors of Apex for Youth, the volunteers, everyone. Thank you so much for everything that you have done and that you are continuing to do. Congratulations to Preeti and Jihoon and everybody that puts this all together. I mean, 100 students to 2,500 students, that is unbelievable and wonderful. And there's just even, the future is endless. This guy's amazing. You know, the future is, and he doesn't see the future the way we do, I don't think. He's a complete visionary. And I'm grateful to you. And you and, is it Matthew, is that right? Matthew Mao, you remind me of this, defining family. What does it mean? Your remarks, right? We are a community of many different communities that we think we have the monopoly on what it means to be family. I think we really know. We're family people, right? We talk about the importance of our families in our lives. We talk about the importance of our relationships and how, for better or for worse, those family relationships are very intense. And so Apex for Youth is taking that a step further and adding mentors and adding other relationships that are not traditional family relationships and making this giant, wonderful family that supports our students and our youth in a way that they just wouldn't have anywhere else. And so I'm very, very grateful for that. Dream Out Loud is an amazing tagline. I just love it. I think it's because I'm old enough to remember when it felt really daring and really subversive to dream out loud. And now for us to be telling our kids, yes, you must dream out loud. You must get it out of you and put it out into the universe means a great deal to me. I am here to present the Inspiration Award, and I'm very proud and honored to be able to do so. I am amazed by the energy and the success of this young woman, Constance Wu, who was our honoree tonight. She is a movie star, which means that she has all of the ingredients that a movie star needs to have, and with a little bit of drama to go with it. And we love that about her, and we celebrate her tonight because of that, in part. And we have a little bit of, for those of you who have been under a rock for the last many years, we have a beautiful little video to show you about Constance Wu. Could we roll the tape, please?
Constance Wu is a vibrant, acclaimed actress, recognized for her performance in dynamic roles and helping to break down long-existing barriers for Asian American actors. She recently wrote a memoir titled Making a Scene, about growing up in Virginia, her experiences as a struggling actress, confronting her identity and influence, and navigating the pressures of today's world. Most notably, Constance starred in the romantic comedy hit Crazy Rich Asians, which made history as the first studio movie in over 25 years to star an Asian American woman. It was the most successful romantic comedy in nearly a decade. Constance received a Golden Globe nomination and a Critics' Choice nomination for her performance. Constance first broke out on screen in her starring role in ABC's comedy series Fresh Off the Boat, which made history as the first American network TV show to center an Asian American family in over 20 years. For this role, she was nominated for a Critics' Choice Television Award and honored as part of the Time 100 Most Influential People of 2017. Congratulations to our Inspiration Award honoree, Constance Wu.
Yay. People, good people gathered here tonight. I am very proud to present this award. You know, I think as an audience member and as an actor, when those two things come together, I'm very acutely aware of our ranking as far as it comes to representation and our visibility on the landscape of American popular culture. And so I kind of liken our great moments of visibility to, you know, lightning striking. Like lightning striking. It's like hot and intense, and it happens infrequently in a way that's big enough for everyone to feel it. And I feel that Constance has experienced this on more than one occasion. The success of Crazy Rich Asians is still reverberating throughout our industry and our popular culture and with us, as well as the long-standing effects of her work in Fresh Off the Boat. Congratulations to you for both of those for your entire career. I'm very fond of you. I am very proud of you and very happy for you. And the reason why I think you are here is because you exemplify the evening in that you dream out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, Constance Wu.
Thank you, BD, for that lovely introduction. Thank you, Apex for Youth, and thank you all for being here on this gorgeous rainy night. Today, we celebrate Asian Americans, so I thought, you know, what better way to start off my speech by quoting a white guy. A white guy named Fred, who many of you guys might know as Mr. Rogers. And Mr. Rogers said, anything that is human is mentionable, and anything that is mentionable is manageable. Those words used to bring me so much comfort, and they still bring me so much comfort today, because for some reason, as we grow up, we start becoming ashamed of the things that make us human. Mistakes, big feelings, rejections, our wants and longings and dreams, our fears, the list goes on. And because we become ashamed of these very human things, we start to hide them. But they don't just disappear. In fact, when you keep them in the dark, they grow into what can feel like a giant elephant in the room. A few years ago, I made a very human mistake on Twitter, of all places, during a moment of heat, and it made me a target of a lot of intense, toxic internet hatred. Suddenly, my entire character became an elephant in every Asian American space I entered. Everybody in these spaces knew, but nobody wanted to mention it, at least not to my face, because sometimes it feels safer, superior even, to remain in judgment. So instead, it was snickering, raised eyebrows, knowing glances, coded, passive-aggressive interview questions. It became unmentionable. In fact, it's kind of a big deal that I'm here tonight because I haven't done really a lot of these kind of things since then because of that atmosphere. And back then, a lot of my own friends didn't even reach out to me because it was, cringe or uncomfortable. They didn't know what to say. Gosh, that hurt. It was really lonely. Back then, BD and I didn't really know each other that well. We had done a New York Times photo shoot together. We'd met socially a little bit. But I asked him here today because of all the Asian American advocates out there who knew me, he was one of like 2 who reached out to me during that really dark time just to make sure I was okay. Sorry, it's making me emotional because in a way, he kind of saved my life. BD understood that you don't need to approve of somebody to care for them. Because to be honest, he probably didn't approve of my behavior then, but that didn't matter. I was a human hurting, and he offered an ear to help me manage it. You can't dream out loud if there are giant elephants in your way. And I think one way we can help each other out is if we know that there's a giant elephant in the room, we do what BD did. You shake hands with it. And if you don't know what to say, then say exactly that. Say, hey, there's like this elephant in the room, and I don't really know what to say right now. But I just wanted to check in on you and say, hey, are you okay? So thank you, BD, for doing that for me. One of the most helpful tools I've learned in therapy, and I've been in it for a long time, like 20 years, is identifying and managing feelings of shame. Anytime I'm so embarrassed of something that I try to not mention it, there's this heat that creeps up around my neck and ears, and it singes behind my eyeballs, and this shrinking feeling in my heart. And when I feel those sensations, I know I need to stop and ask myself, what is really so shameful about this? And usually the answer is, not a damn thing. So you made a mistake. So has everyone else. Making mistakes is how you get better at this thing called life. But in order to get there, you have to mention it first. And anything human is mentionable, and anything mentionable is manageable. And so those are the words I'd like to leave you with tonight, and just to say thank you, and keep shaking hands with those elephants in the room.